Hello viewers, today I'm going to teach you how to make this skirt for a teenage girl who is 15 to 17 years old, depending on how the wearer will be able to fit the skirt. Now you can see how beautiful the skirt is, and it has a high waist, it has a lace and a very nice finishing as shown in the video. You can see how I have done the finishing of the waist. This is the waist. Then we are now going to look at the things that we will need when making this skirt. And now we will need this yarn, 100% acrylic, 2 of them will be enough. Then from there we will need a hook 4 millimeters in size. We will also need these two for negotiating this lace or putting the lace where it belongs. And then we will need these traditional markers. Welcome to my tutorial and kindly do subscribe to my channel. Okay, we are going to make 136 chains. So you start by making a slip knot and you bring it to size to not be exaggeratedly big. Then from there you chain 136 chains. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So continue and make 136 chains. So from here we have made 136. So we are going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and put our first double crochet at chain 4. So 1, 2, 3 at chain 4. You put your first double crochet and remember not to count the one in the hook. Then you chain 1, skip 1 stitch and put another double crochet. So we have 2 stitch here together, then a chain, skip 1 and then double crochet. So we are going to put double crochet in every stitch until we approach the last 3 stitches at the end of this line. So continue putting double crochet in every stitch. Okay, we have made the chain and then the free double crochet. This is what we are going to do to the last 3 stitches. You chain 1, then you skip 1 and put the double crochet in the last 2 stitches remaining, and this is what you get. Then from there you chain 3, turn your work and put a double crochet in the next stitch, so that you have to, because the chain is counting. Then you chain 1, land to the main body, put a double crochet in the first stitch, then chain 1, skip 1, chain 1, skip 1, chain 1, skip 1, chain 1, skip 1, and you continue working until you approach the end of the round. You've approached the end of the round. You are going to chain 1, then skip to this double crochet and put a double crochet on top. Then on the chain you also put a double crochet in the last stitch or last chain that we made, so that you end up having 2. Then you chain 1, 2, 3, turn your work. After turning, we put a double crochet on top of the second stitch, so that together with the chain they stand as 2. Then you chain 1 and then go to the main body, skip this, go to this stitch here, the main body, put a top double crochet and a front post in double crochet, so that you can have 2, and you continue doing that until you approach the end where we are going to change a bit. So we are going you can every double crochet which is here in this mess, we will get a top double crochet and a front post double crochet. So this is what we are getting. Continue working until you approach the end of the round, where we will change slightly. So continue working. Okay, we finished the round where we were making the mess. So we are going to chain 1, then put a double crochet on this stitch, continue and put another double crochet on the chain that we made earlier. So you have 2, then you chain 3, turn your work, put a double crochet on this stitch here, so that both the chain and the double crochet stand as 2, and this is how we will be treating this area always. So you chain 1, then land to this stitch which is here, put a top double crochet, then a front post double crochet, go to the next stitch, put a top double crochet, then a front post double crochet. You will work this way until we approach almost the end of the round, where we are going to treat the corner differently. You treat it the way we have treated this one here. So you just continue working this way until the end of this round, or until we approach the last 3 stitches. Top double crochet, then a front post double crochet in the same stitch, and this is what you get. Okay, this is how we'll be treating this area always. When we arrive here, we chain 1, put a double crochet on this stitch, then a double crochet on the chain, so that we can have 2 this side. Then we chain 3, turn our work. This time we are making, first of all we make a double crochet here, then we chain 1, land in the main body, put a double crochet, then chain 1. We are now creating the mess. After chaining 1, you skip 1 and then make a double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, make a double crochet. So you do this until the end of the round, or until we approach the end of the round. So continue working. Okay, this is how far we have gone in our work. So it is easy. We will be making the mess, and after making the mess, we repeat this pattern that we made here, and we continue for a few rows, maybe 6 rows. Then from there, we are going to change the pattern. So what we do, I will show you how once more how to repeat this row. We are through with the mess. So you come here and put a double crochet here on top of this chain. Then in the same chain you put a front post. Then you skip this chain, go to the next, put a top double crochet and a front post. No more skipping now. Every chain will get a top double crochet and a front post. So this is what you get. So continue for a few rows, around 5-6 rows, then you will start the other part of the project. Once you finish this row, you create a mess and repeat this row again. That's what I mean. So continue working, and this is what we are getting. Okay, we have made enough belt. This is what we have. So we are going to, we've reached the end of the round, so we are going to chain 4 and then join our work with a slip stitch. We are no longer going to turn back. We join it with a slip stitch at the first chain here, this we made here. Join with a slip stitch. So we have joined our work, and this is now how the belt looks like. So we are going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and put a double crochet in the next stitch, then chain 1 and skip this stitch here and go to the next, this chain here, go to the next and put a double crochet. We are now chaining the mess, then chain 1, skip this stitch and go to the next, put a double crochet, chain 1, skip this, continue creating the mess throughout this round. Okay, we've arrived at this far. This is how far we are going in doing the mess. So we are going to chain 1, then we skip 1 and put a double crochet on top of this chain. Then we chain 1, we skip 1 chain and put a double crochet in the second one, and we have to be very careful not to jump or skip. Then we chain 1 again, we put a double crochet in the next stitch. Remember here we made 4, so we have 2 mess. Then we chain 1, you put a double crochet on the third chain here. You close your work with a slip stitch. We've come to the end of the round, and then you chain 1. Now we cannot do the work from the middle here, so what we are going to do is we just go around chain 3, then put a front post in this chain, then we just continue the normal pattern that we were doing. Every stitch you will get a top double crochet and a front post and double crochet until the end of the round. So continue working and finish the round. Okay, we have finished the round. So we are going to join our work with a slip stitch here. In the third chain we put a slip stitch, then we move, we chain 3, chain 4, then skip this stitch. We are now doing the mess again, chain 1, skip 1, and put a double crochet, just the mess, a normal mess. That is what we are going to do. We create the mess throughout this work. Continue working until the end of the round. This is our work so far. So we are going to join with a slip stitch. We do the last bit here, then chain 1 and join at chain 3 here, then we chain 1, 2, 3 and join with the double crochet, single crochet, 1, 2, 3, put a single crochet, 1, 2, 3, put a single crochet, and that is what we are going to do throughout this round. Just chain 3 and then join on top of the early double crochet with a single crochet and continue working. I'll meet you at the end of the round. We have finished the round where we were chaining 3 and then fixing on top of the double crochet. So we are going to complete our round and then continue. So when we come here, we are going to chain 3, then come at the base here where we put a slip stitch here, then move up once, put another slip stitch, up once, one move, then we chain 3 and continue putting single crochet, and after every single crochet you chain 3 and continue working. Put a single crochet just as soon in the video, and you go round. So make around 4 rounds, then we are going to meet after you've made 4 rounds. Continue working. Okay, this is how far we have gone in our project. I have already made 3 rows where we are chaining 3, then joining with a single crochet. Now we are about to do the finishing, or we are about, the finishing of the row, and this is what we are doing. You chain 3, then you put your single crochet here. From there you chain 3 again, 1, 2, 3, and you come down. Don't join here because this is the end of the round. You just come to this stitch and this one here and put a slip stitch. Put a slip stitch, the first slip stitch, then another slip stitch. Then after that, after joining here, you have ended the round. So you can chain 1, 2, 3. This time we are going to increase a bit, not 3. We will now go, we have moved from the baby stage, so we will chain 4, then join here with a single crochet, then we continue making 4 stitches and joining as we were doing when we were doing 3, and move 4 rounds. Then we are going to meet after 4 rounds. Continue working. Okay, this is how far we have gone in our work. I have made a mess of 14 rows, so we are going to change the pattern slightly First of all, we do the finishing here. We are going to chain 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we join as usual at this point where we are joining our work. Hope you are seeing, with a slip stitch, and then move 2 slip stitch half-ones, 1, 2. Then from there we chain 3 and put 3 double crochet in this space to make them 4. We are counting the chain, so we have 4 double crochet in that space. Then we will be putting 4 double crochet in every space. Here we put 4, we put 4 like that until we finish the round. So we come here and say 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 in this chain here. We skip to this other one here and make 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So in every chain we will be putting 4 double crochet, 1 double crochet until the end of the round. So continue working, we'll meet. Okay, this is how far we have made our skirt. I have made 17 rows from here, so we are going to say to change slightly and put some decorations. I have these chains I have already this round. In this round I have 72, so I have divided them into 6 parts, and this is how now we are going to work so that we can put some decorations or some pattern in our skirt. So what we are going to do here is we are going to I'm looking for the area where we are supposed to start. So this is where one area where we will put our decoration. So this is our starting point. I've already joined with 1 slip stitch, so we make 2 slip stitch half-ones, then we chain. Okay, 1, 2, then we chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. After we make 4, we start moving until we get to where we have the mark. 1, 2, 3, 4, until we get to where we have the mark. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Until we approach where we have the mark. So this is the area where we have our mark, and this is where we will put our first bunch or a cluster of double crochet. But what we are going to do is we are going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we put our single crochet in this line, the line of chains. That is our single crochet. Then we remove the mark slowly, and then this part here count as our first double crochet. So we say 2, 3, 4. We are going to put 12. 5, 6, 7, sorry, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11, and then we put a single crochet here so that this part here becomes the 12th stitch. So we have 12 stitch. From there we continue putting our chain of 4 connecting with a single crochet until we get where we have the other mark. So continue working. I'll meet you where we have the other mark to show you or to demonstrate more what we are going to do. Remember, our chain is made of 4 chain. Okay, we have arrived at the other mark. So this is what we are going to do. In this chain here, we join with a single crochet. Then from there, we remove the mark. After removing the mark, we start counting our double crochet, and remember this one is the first double crochet, so this is second, then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So the 12th one will be this one. When we join here with the single crochet that way, we form a chain here. That will be chain number 12. So we have completed. So continue working until you finish the round. Then we are going to meet. Okay, we have finished making the flowers that we are making of our skirt. We have 6 of these, so I'm going to show you how to join the work and what to do next. Okay, we just continue with our normal pattern, and this is where we are joining. So you join with a slip stitch, then move 3 slip stitch up once before making the chain. So you can see we have already joined our work. So we chain for 1, 2, 3, 4, and continue joining as usual until we get to where we have our fan. Then that is where we are going to change the pattern a bit. Make sure there are 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Always make sure there are 4. Don't make excess. So when you get here, after putting the single crochet, this one becomes a double crochet, the first double crochet, and you continue putting double crochet. So we have 2 all the way until you get to the head. So when you come here, put a single crochet here. Let's see whether we have 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 14. So you put a single crochet here, and now you continue working the chain. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. Continue with the chain work, and when you get to the other this pan or cluster, you do the same. So you meet at the end of the round, continue working. This is how far we have gone in our work, in our project. So we are about to complete the round. We will do it here. Now I'm going to illustrate to you this third round, how I'm doing, so that you can continue doing yours. So you just come here, chain 4, these are 3, so we add one more, then put a single crochet, then from there we continue putting double crochet on top of every stitch until we reach the end. Then from there we connect our work. So observe what I'm doing and do it in your project. So we are going to put a single crochet here, and once we do that, this one becomes a double crochet. Then from there we make 4 chains, then continue, not continue, but do the connection. This is the corner, we connect that way. You already know how we are connecting. Then go 3 stitches, 3 slip stitch up once. We have made 3, then from there you chain 4 and continue making until you reach to the other, you finish the round. Sorry, not the round, but until you get to the other area where we have the cluster of double crochet, this area here. Okay, we've arrived now to the first cluster, so we are going to change the pattern a bit. We will chain 1, then put a double crochet, and after every double crochet we chain 1, and then we put a double crochet on top of the double crochet we made earlier until we are not skipping. We are only chaining 1, but we are not skipping any double crochet. Ensure you chain 1 before you put the next double crochet. Chain 1, put the double crochet, chain 1, put the double crochet, chain 1, put the double crochet, then put a slip stitch. So this is what, not a slip stitch but a single crochet. This is what you are going to do to all the clusters that we have as you go round. So continue working. We have completed the round, and this is how our cluster looks like. Now we are going to join our work after chaining 4, chain 4, then we join your work at this joint here, make a slip stitch, then continue and make 3 slip stitch up once. so that you can start working. From there you chain 4 and continue with the normal pattern until you get to where we have the first cluster in this round. Then from there we are going to do some changes. So continue working. Continue working until when we get to the other cluster. Okay, we have arrived where we have the cluster. So we are going to put on this chain, we put a single crochet, then we chain 1 and go to this here space and put a single crochet, chain 1, go to the space, single crochet, chain 1, go to this space, single crochet, then chain 1 and continue doing that. Continue. You have to chain 1 before putting the single crochet. After you complete, this is what you get. After you complete now, you continue with the normal pattern of chaining 4 and then joining with the single crochet until the end of the round. Okay, we have finished the round. This is how our work looks so far. So I have also extended to this area and I have chained 4. So this is what you are going to do. After chaining 4, you just count 1, 2, 3 and you put a single crochet, then you make some more 4, then at space 3, 1, 2, 3, you put, sorry, okay, I hope the camera is visible now. Now we are going to chain 4, just chain, those are 2, 1, 2, we are 4 now. So at space 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, you put a single crochet, then chain 4, put a single crochet in the third space, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, now it should be 4, then at space 3 you put a single crochet. This is what you are getting, 1, 2, 3, 4, then at space 3, 1, 2, 3, you put a single crochet and you continue like that until the end of the round. 1, 2, 3, 4, then at space 3, 1, 2, 3, you put a single crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, then 1, 2, 3, put a single crochet. We are through now, and you continue until the end of the round. So this is what we have. Continue working until the end of the round. Okay, we have finished the round. Now we are going to close our work at the joint. This is our joint here. We put a slip stitch, then we move 3 steps, 3 slip stitch up once. So we have 2, then 3, chain 4. So you continue putting or doing the normal 4 chains, and then from there we make around 5 rounds, then we will converge, and if there will be changes along the way I will just inform you. So continue and make 5 rounds. Okay, this is how far we have made our skirt. You can see it has become wide and beautiful. So we are going to repeat this pattern. I have already, I had asked you to make a 5 here, but I realized along the way that I had made 8. So I have made 8. You can work with 5 or go ahead and make 8. Then I have divided, if you are seeing, I have divided or I've counted these chains. They are 8 all round, so I have divided them into groups of 10 so that I can be able to repeat this pattern which is here. So we are going to start working the pattern. We go to the area where we have our beginning and start working. So anywhere where we will meet this mark, we are going to put this pattern, this cluster of stitches there. And remember, we are about to summarize or to finish our work, so we will go a few rounds, then it will be enough to go. So from here we have chained 4, so we continue the normal chain working. I have not changed, I'm dealing with the 4 chains, and I'm not intending to add. You can add yours to 5 if you wanted bigger chains, longer chains. So we have arrived here where we have our first mark. So what we are going to do is, we are not going to chain 4. What you are going to do is just the way we are doing here. This is a mark, so this one will count as the first double crochet, then we put the second one, and we put 11 of them. So we have 3, we have 4, we have 5. Can go ahead and remove the mark. If you have the marking pins, then better for you. I forgot mine, I'm in a foreign land, so I'm using the yarn to do the marking. So we continue working. We've removed the mark, we have 5, then we continue 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, 11. So with 11 we go to this chain here and put our first single crochet. So we have 12 in total, and we continue making 4 chains and attaching them until we get to the other mark. Once you get to the other mark, you just do the same until the end of the round. Okay, we have finished putting the clusters around our work, so we are going to start crocheting just like we did here. So we arrived at this far, so when we get here, you don't chain 4. What you do is you just put and double crochet in this stitch, then you put in double crochet all through until you go to the other end of the cluster. Just a single double crochet, get to the other corner, See what you've done. Double crochet on top of every double crochet that we made earlier. We also put one here between the single crochet, then we close our work here with a single crochet and start chaining 4 until we get to the other area where we have the cluster, and work it the same the way we have worked here. So continue and finish the round. Okay, this is how far we've gone in our making of our skirt. So we are going to do the finishing here. I've already chained 4. I've chained 4, so this is the corner where we are supposed to do the finishing. We insert our hook as usual, put a slip stitch, then 2 slip stitch happens, following the half this chain, then from there another slip stitch, then from there we put double crochet on top of this cluster that we made here. We've started now a new round until the end, and we are going to do this round and another round to have 3. Then from there we can change our work into something else. So once you finish this round, you continue and make another round, and you behave the same. When you get to these clusters, you just put double crochet on top of each double crochet that was made earlier. Then from there we are going to connect. So this is how you treat this area. You just put a single crochet that way, and this one becomes a double crochet. So this is our work. Continue working, finish this round and another one. Okay, we have made the round that we desired. 1, 2, 3. So we have reached the end of the round, and this is how we are going to treat this area now. Here we will be putting a double crochet, then we chain 1 and put another, or put a stitch on every double crochet, but remember to separate them with a chain. So you'll be chaining 1, then you put a double crochet until all the clusters are completed. So you can see what we are making. Just chain 1, put a double crochet. The double crochet that you are putting should not have any gap in between them on the floor, but on top, on the roof, there should be a chain 1. Chain 1 always, then put a double crochet. And this is what you get after doing that. Once you are through with the cluster, you turn back to chaining 4 and then joining with single crochet. So we are back now to 1, 2, 3, 4, join with a single crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you keep on joining until when you get to the other cluster, and you treat it the same way we have treated this. So continue working till the end of the round. Okay, we've reached to the end of the round, and this is how our clusters looks like, or the pan looks like. We have completed the round, so we are going to start another design where we will be putting, we will chain 3, just chain 1, 2, 3, put and double crochet, then chain 1, put and double crochet, chain 1, put and double crochet, just chaining 1 as we were doing in this cluster, but this time we are going all around with this mesh or doing the mesh work. So we will be chaining 1 and then we put and double crochet, and we go all the way around doing the same. As you put a slip and double crochet, you chain 1, and we are doing it throughout this round. And we will do it for 3 rounds. Then we are going to put something else. In the chain, you just put 2 double crochet, which are separated by a chain. Then you chain 1 and move to the other chain, and do exactly the same. Once you put 2 double crochet separated by a chain, you chain 1 and skip to the other chain. So complete this round and 2 more, then we are going to meet. We are going to meet and see what we are going to do to our work. Okay, I have made 3 rounds. 1, 2, 3. I've also started around here to check whether it will be good in doing the finishing of our skirt, and I've realized it is coming out smartly. So I'm going to show you how to do this hemming or this finishing of this skirt. So what you do, you just get your crochet, and it's a pattern that you already know. You put a top double crochet here, then a front post, don't worry, we chain 1, then we put a top double crochet, just move slowly, then a front post, then chain 1, go to the next stitch, put a top double crochet, then a front post, then from there you chain 1. So in explanation, you just after every working on this stitch, you have to chain 1 before you skip to the other stitch. So observe what I'm doing. Chain 1, go to this stitch, put a double crochet on top, and then a front post. I will illustrate once more. Chain 1, go to this stitch, put a front post, top double crochet, then a front post. So you continue working that way until you finish the round. This is what we are getting. So in between these there is a chain 1, then you work out the stitch. So continue and finish the round. Okay, we've come to the end of the round. This is what has come of our skirt finishing. So we are going to close and then do the finishing at the waist part. So this is what we are going to do here, just to do the finishing. I've already chained 1, so we put a double crochet in this stitch, then going to repeat it, put a double crochet here, then a front post, double crochet, then we close with a slip stitch, and then chain one, pull the yarn, reduce to size. So we have reduced our yarn, then we hide it. Hide in the way you know better. This is how I hide mine. And you reduce it completely to make the work look neat. So the overview of the skirt, this is how it looks like after we have done the finishing. And see, we are going now to do the finishing on this other part of the waist, so that the skirt will be going to go. So you hold your skirt and start here in the beginning where you started working. You get your yarn and make a slip knot. You already know how to make a slip knot. Then from there you come with at the starting point here, then pull through your slip knot. And remember, now you have two tails, you have to tame them. So after that you chain one and put 2 double crochet in this space, 2 double crochet. Then from there, this is how we are going to work. You skip this part, come to this chain and put double crochet on top, then a front post, skip this stitch here, skip this, come to the next, put a front post, top double crochet, then you go back and in the same stitch you put a front post and skip this, go to the next, top double crochet, then a front post, skip this, go to the next, put a top double crochet, then a front post. This is how the work is coming out to look. So you continue until you reach at the other corner. Then I'll show you how to do the part of the belt, where we insert a small belt to close the gap that is there to help us be able to fit the skirt. So this is what we are getting. Continue working. Okay, we have completed the finishing of the waist. This is how our work looks like now. So we are going to go to this part and finish it up, so that now we can make the lace for this area. So you just come here and we have put 3 here. So in this other part here, we are going to insert our hook and we put half double crochet. Then from there you continue putting single crochet in every space, single crochet in every space. And see what I'm doing. Don't skip this part, this small part here. It deserves a single crochet because it is a stitch. then you move on once again, move on, put a single crochet until you finish this opening. But when you get here, you just stop. I'll show you what we are going to do next. Okay, we have reached this corner. This is how we are going to treat the corner. We are not going to put a single crochet. We are going to put a half double crochet, just like we did on the other side. This is half double crochet. Then you join your work with a you make a single crochet on this stitch. Then you put your single crochet here, not a single crochet but a slip stitch. Then you chain 4, chain 4. We are going round again. You skip 1, 2, 3. The third one you put a single crochet. Then you chain 4 again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip 1, 1, 2. The third one you put a single crochet, or you join with a single crochet, and you continue until you get to this part here. So we are just creating some loops. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you move 1, 2, 3. You put your loop there. 1, 2, 3, 4. You move 1, 2. Number 3, you put your loop there, stitch number 3. So continue working until you get to this part here, but don't go down. Okay, we have finished the round. This is how our work has looked like. So we are going to have also made a chain, at least for this area here. So we are going to join it. Just insert your tool in the lace. I've already made the lace where it is. Then from there, the negotiating tool, you can use even the crochet if you don't have these two. Then from there you enter your work here through that area, and then you come down with your pin when it is hooked already, and use these openings here to put the lace. Be careful not to pull it out through this area. So you just insert through the openings opposite each other. You can see how easy it is to put the lace if you have these two. And just continue working. You do as what you are observing from the video. That is how you are going to insert yours when you complete. And be careful not to make a small lace, because this design takes a lot of lace. You can see mine was long, but it has almost been absorbed by these loops. Just keep on moving until you reach the end of the round. Don't skip the loop, because if you skip, there will be a problem. So here we are with our skirt. We can now remove the pin or the two, then tie our work, make a knot at the end here before cutting this tail. Make a tail, a knot before cutting the tail. So you just come and cut the tail, then from there your work is good to go. It is just tying. Whoever will wear the skirt will have to tie the design that she wants. So thank you for paying attention.